Welcome back to Rover Restos for a video I did not plan on making. For actually a really quick, super cheap mod. Reverse lights in the L322 aren't great. I always upgrade them. If you look back in previous videos, I've got the BMWs that I can see here freaking hundreds of watts of LEDs in my cars alone for reverse lights. Because I live in Cornwall, country roads, back roads, tinted windows and so on. It's nice to have them, you know, it's nice to actually see them dark. So, what's the most rough, cheapest, and probably best upgrade for the L322 reverse lights without spending a fortune and without taking more than not 5 minutes? Well, it's this. So, I've not actually used these before, but these are those cheap little LED panels. I'll put a link in the description, and I'll quickly show you guys how I achieve that over that in a couple of minutes. So obviously the first thing to do is remove your reverse light. That's easy. One Phillips screw on top, and out it comes. Simple as that. Pull forward, lift out, and turn the bayonet cap holder anti-clockwise in the back. Out it comes. The lamp, turn the lamp anti-clockwise, out it comes. Done. So next thing you want to do is remove the lens. Again, these are weak, they come off easy. So just gently pry against the outer plastic. Oh, someone's glued this one back on. Okay, well you should just better gently pry against the plastic. Worst case, heat it up. And then when you start to get an edge with these, so watch out because they are fragile, although they are peanuts to buy. When you start to get an edge, put a little trim tool in there. Away it comes. Yeah, someone actually glued this back together already. Nice. Give them a little clean, if you want. Not necessarily saying this is the best upgrade. So the ones I built before were like completely stealthy, you couldn't see them. They were super bright, they were the same colour as normal ones. But that required fans, things to set the voltage up, soldering, heat sinks, all that. This is literally a 2-second quick upgrade to pennies. So these are what we're using here. Yep, we're using these little LED panels. I'll put a link in the description. They fit in perfect. They're about £1.50 each. I don't even know what wattage they are, to be honest. And they're 5050 SMD LEDs. They're probably not going to last 30 years, but they don't need to. So, they come with a selection of adapters. So you want the easy option. All you do. Now this is I think it's a BA15. And I think in the Ranger is a BA15S. There's like staggered offset pins. Doesn't matter, it still works. Easy option would be to plug this in, plug that into a car, pop that in there, done. Well, we obviously want to fit two because why not? We're going to that extent. So we need to join them together. So we want one of these, 2 panels. The rest of the adapters we do not need. It might come in handy to pair in future projects. He's got a sticky back on him, but I wouldn't trust it. So we're going to take the super simple rough option. I'm going to cut off the connectors. You could just get an adapter or make a little adapter loom for it or whatever. But what's the fun in that? This car is a super cheap, just use it project. So we ain't doing any fancy frills. This cable here is basically the finest Chinesium possible. It's, well, I reckon my hairs have got more copper in them. Now we're just going to join the cables together for the panels. Good old twist. Now obviously the correct way of doing this would now be to solder these to these with a bit of heat shrink. I can't be asked to get my soldering iron out. Means I've got to go to the van, get it out, you know, plug it in. I ain't got time for that. So instead, I'm using jelly crimps. Now these are meant for data cables, but they work perfect on this kind of thing. They also seal the connection up with a bit of gel, which certainly helps. So I'm going to pop the cables in there. Try and do it. I'll play ball here a minute. Right. Then push it down. Use the right size pair of grips. Done. Done, simple. Two connected into one. No messing about there. So these are going to sit in here like so. Nice and easy. Let's just pull it back around. We'll pull off a sticky back to help us align it. Pop them right in. Sounds like it's just started raining. Very heavily. No, that one stuck in. Oh wow, it's raining. Don't forget to pop that one out the back. Push it down. Now, because this is concave, I don't trust the sticky back to hold it, so we'll pop a quick bit of glue on there in a minute. Just the finest hot glue money couldn't buy. And then, done. Connection back at the back. LED panel's glued in. So, one last step, let's glue this back on here then. I'm sure there's better glues, but for me, especially if it's not a big glue, I don't care anyway. A good old bit of mitre bond will do. So, pop it back on. Oh crap. One unit built. So let's plug it back in. Find my lever screw. Screw it back in. Done. There we go. Simple as that. They are bright. That'll do just fine. What a pups. That's as simple as that. Usable reverse lights within minutes. Hey, come back on light. The sunlight's working. There you go. And to be fair, with the panels back there, you can barely tell they're there. Unlike those really horrible looking, obnoxious lights that you change the whole unit for like 20 quid. That I've got the free LEDs that look terrible. So that's almost factory looking. I need to look up close, you can see them. So yeah, simple as that. Like £5.70 or whatever. Done. If they last a year, they last a year. It's an easy job to do. Yeah, why not? You can obviously get the little plug-in LEDs, but you're restricted on your depth and the hole size they fit through, and they're nowhere near as bright as that, and they cost a lot more for decent ones anyway. So, perfect. Obviously, jump on the channel for more rough things, like this one here is now a rough camera fix, a rough parking sensor fix, and a reverse light upgrade. This is my super cheap supercharged. But obviously on the channel there's all the content on my previous 3.6 TDV8, 4.4 TDV8, and a whole load of upgrades, maintenance and repairs and everything on there. So yeah, why not jump back, subscribe for plenty more, like the video if you like it. If you don't like it then please don't dislike it, it's just annoying. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!